baby, my Valentine. Can I?
Hello everyone, welcome to welcome to my podcast about everything and anything in Africa. I am your host Peter and my co-host Peter.
Alpha.
So today we're going to be having a conversation about anything and everything. So it could be about culture, it could be about music, it could be about anything. We're just gonna throw in everything and anything that we could in our culture. So we're gonna be speaking about different cultures. Not just Nigeria, other cultures that we know and the ones we don't know. Anyone we don't know, we can always read out and to give you a little bit of understanding. You know, so this moment, talking about culture. Nigerian culture is diverse, just like other countries are diverse, right? I'm saying this because we have the Yorubas, we have the Igbos, and we have the Hausas. These are the most famous cities we have in Nigeria. But we have other cities, we have other tribes, but this is the most famous one. So because we have Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, they call it Wazobia. I hope when somebody says Wazobia, you understand the meaning. The meaning of Wazobia is Wa is come in Yoruba. Zo is come in Hausa. Bia is come in Igbo. So these three dialects represent Nigeria. But Nigeria is not just Wazobia. We have other dialects that we can chip in, but if we do that, it's going to be too long. So Wazobia is a good word.
And I love the Wazobia market.
Short and simple, you know. So talking about culture, actually, like I come from Delta State. I would say we come from Delta State.
Delta State.
Our culture it's very very respectful. We respect our elders. We don't talk back to our elders.
Don't try it.
No matter how old we are, even if your elder sister is half year older than you, you have to respect.
You must.
Even if she's 1 year older than you, you have to respect. So in Delta State, we respect our elders. It's a lot of culture. We don't talk back to our parents. We don't talk back to our elders. We don't call our parents by their names. Our elders, we don't call them by their name. So our cousins, nieces that are older than us, we don't call them by names. Everybody is a sister or a brother or uncle.
Auntie.
So auntie. So anyone that is older than you, you say Auntie Fumi, Auntie Rose, Auntie Angela, even if they're not the same parents from you. This is our culture. When I first moved to the United States with my kids, I would ask my kids to call my friends auntie, and one day they questioned me.
That's your sister. What's going on?
My son questioned me. She said, both of them, not just my son, my daughter and my son, they questioned me. They said, "Oh, why should we call her auntie when she's not our aunt?" I said, in my culture, we call everybody that is older than you aunt. Irrespective of relationship, it doesn't matter. My friend is your aunt. My aunt is your aunt. My uncle is your uncle.
Because in a way, it's almost like they're really your sister.
Exactly. My friend is your aunt. And when we get out of Africa and go to some other countries, and then you meet another Nigerian, it's like a celebration meeting your sister.
I know.
So this is our culture. So if I meet a Yoruba person in France, and we happen to coincidentally be in a shopping mall, and she asks me or I ask her, "Are you a Nigerian?" She said yes. We embrace ourselves like we knew each other from home.
Brother. Alpha.
Alpha, right?
Good.
Like we knew each other from home. But this is our culture.
Yes.
We're friendly people. We like life. We like to laugh. We like to smile. We like to see our people laugh. Every country have their own, bad side. It's normal.
Yeah, normal.
So, but before we talk about bad side, let's just talk about our culture. So, and then in my culture, in Delta State, we are divided in different parts.
Yes.
We have the Urubos, we have the Kwale, we have the Shekiri, we have Ijo, we have Isoko. So it's so diverse, but we're all from the same state. And with all these names that I have mentioned, we speak different dialects.
Yeah.
So the only way we can communicate is speaking English. I know a lot of people will say that we were colonized by the British, but we don't have the British accent. No, we don't. We decided to create our own English from out of the British accent.
That's right.
Because when we became independent from the British, we decided we're going to speak our own English.
Yes.
So if you don't understand us, that's your problem.
Sorry, no.
So, the Shekiri, the Urobo, the Kwale, the Igbos, Delta Igbo, we're all one with different culture
Yes.
and different way of life. But a lot of maybe 50% similarities. The only problem is that we don't speak the same language. We communicate with one language, which is Nigerian English. Not the Queen's English. And then we go to the Yorubas. The Yorubas are the same also, just like the Delta State.
Yeah.
So when you say Lagos State comprises of different Yoruba dialects.
What's your favorite one?
I mean, Yoruba is Yoruba,
Yeah.
right? But they have different accents of Yoruba. So it's not like Delta State where you have Shekiri, Urobo, Shekiri, Urobo, Isoko, and Ijo. Delta State is more diverse. But Yorubas are Yorubas.
Yeah.
See, they have Ibadan, or your state.
Ibadan.
They have Ondo State.
Ondo.
They have Lagos State. They have different states, but they all speak Yoruba.
Yeah, all the same.
All the same. So it's not like Delta State where we have totally different dialects. And then we have the Benin. Delta states used to be Bendel State.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Delta State used to be in Bendel State, that is now Edo State.
Edo.
And I hated it. I hated it so much because I wanted to be Bendel State. I love the Bendel State. Them separating Delta State from Bendel State doesn't seem right. I went to school in Benin. I went to different schools. I went to school in Lagos, I went to school in Benin, and I went to school in Delta State, Ovu Grammar School. So anyhow, the cultures are totally different. Nigeria is comprised of like 300 dialects. I cannot tell you everything. There's Kwara State, there's Hausa, there's Gongola, there's Yola, there's Kaduna State.
Kaduna, Jos, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on.
So, like the northern state of Nigeria, we have different states in the northern states, but they also all speak Hausa. So it's not like the Delta State where you have different dialects.
Different, choppy.
Yes. In the northern states, apart from the Fulanese, they all speak. We have Kaduna, we have Kano, we have Jos, we have Jos is Plateau.
Mhm.
We have Zaria, we have Zamfara, we have Abuja, we have Ajakuta. They all speak Hausa. Apart from the Fulani people speaking their dialects, Hausa people still understand what they say.
Yeah.
But Delta State, there's different dialects. And then River State.
River States. So you're saying, and basically you're saying you can be in Delta States, but one won't understand the other.
No,
That's diversity.
that's diversity.
Wow.
That's diversity, exactly.
Wow.
Like River State, there's part of River State, there's part of Ijaw that belongs to the River State,
Mm-hmm.
and the other part belongs to Delta State.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that belong to River State is called Niger Delta.
Uh-huh.
That's where we have all the kidnappers and all the
Ransom money,
Yes.
bring your money.
exactly.
Mm.
Anyway, so the Niger Delta is comprised of Port Harcourt and a little bit of Aba.
Mhm.
Aba is in River State, that's but not as much as like Delta State.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
They have Ikwere, they have different, they have Igbo, they have different, but I mean, it's not as much as like Delta State.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation we're having today is about culture,
Mm-hmm.
and the culture in Nigeria, not the whole of Africa.
But I will say though, as diverse as Delta can be, one language aside from English that we have is hospitality and kindness. It is a common, that is like a universal distinct language to be kind to one another. It's not like over here, it's so rubbish sometimes, like in California, if you're wearing blue, you go into an area where they like it, where they sabi red. They don't go like you, they go shoot you. But Delta, if you are from one area and another one is from another area, it doesn't matter. Kindness.
No, it doesn't matter. Delta States, we're homebodies.
Yeah.
We're from the suburb. I wouldn't say suburb, village.
Yeah.
The village life is home training.
Yes.
We have home training. If you don't have home training, your degrees doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because your home training is what leads you to where you go in the future.
Mm-hmm.
The way you comport yourself, your personality, not just having a degree and you think, I have a degree, then I should be mannerless. No.
They said charity begins at.
Charity begins at home.
Mm-hmm.
So we're home breed.
Yeah.
If you're home breed from the village, you are educated.
Mm-hmm.
That is our culture.
Yes, sir.
And we also have a culture where some of our parents are not educated, but they make sure their kids are educated.
Oh, yes. That's
That's
very
a
true.
big factor of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And Nigerian parents would enslave themselves to make sure their kids get an education.
Amen.
It's part of our culture. It's
Yes.
called culture.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, Nigerians, once the kids get educated, they don't forget where they come from.
No.
They always remember their parents. Without my parents, I'm not going to be this. Without my parents, I'm not going to be that. So they go back home and take care of their parents.
Yeah.
So the difference between African culture and the Western culture, it's oil and water.
So you cannot mix the two.
No, when you put oil in water, the oil is floating.
Yes, now.
So you cannot compare the African culture and the the Western world culture. The Western world, the kids disrespect you, they talk back to you, they insult you, they are always right because this is how they were bred.
No,
The
mom.
culture.
It's okay.
It is the culture that have turned them to be that way.
Yeah. Sometimes it makes me so vexed.
Yeah. So also talking about culture, Cameroonian culture is totally different from Nigerian culture.
Yes.
Ghanaian culture is similar to Nigerian culture. We
Mhm.
have exactly the same culture.
Mm-hmm.
So because I haven't been to Ghana, but I have Ghana friends.
Accra. Shout out to Accra.
And I used to have a adopted Ghanaian brother that my
Mhm.
father adopted,
Mm.
and he fits in very well, and we accepted him as our brother.
Nice.
And the culture is not different from Ghana. And Cameroon shares the same border with Nigeria. you know?
Yeah. Neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors from Calabar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Mhm.
They speak French and they
Yeah.
speak English. So they have two dialects. They have two languages. Half of Cameroon speaks French,
Mhm.
and the other part speaks English.
Mhm.
I have not been able to have the time to explore West Africa. It's huge.
It's too big.
It's huge.
It's bigger than the United States.
It's not just West Africa. Africa as a continent of its own. It's huge.
Too big.
It's huge.
Uh-uh.
And so any of the African countries that we cannot be able to explain to you, we will read out something about them to you so you can have a feel of about what this country is all about. Also.
And if you know anything, comment below. We will gist about it.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know anything about any other African countries, because we're going to be relating to all African countries, not just
Yeah.
Nigeria.
No.
If you have traveled out of Nigeria to other African countries, we can also invite you to the show for us to interview you so you can tell us exactly what you know about the culture.
Yeah.
You know, I can only explain the ones that I know.
So in Sudan,
Mm-hmm.
my black people.
There's a war there now, no?
Yeah, right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a war between them.
Sorry guys, I know there's war, but I know that they have certain type of cultural traditions, like they kidnap the bride
No,
before wedding. They
really?
kidnap her, take her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And then the groom has to come and find the bride.
Oh, we do that too.
Yeah.
No, in Nigeria we do that. Yeah, we also do that. Nigerian wedding is very colorful.
Mm-hmm.
It's very ceremonial.
Yes.
It's the happiest moment in the bride's life.
Yeah.
So sometimes some culture,
Yeah.
like when I got married, they have to. They didn't kidnap me, but which is Nigerian culture also. They didn't kidnap me, but they would cover me, cover my sister,
Yeah.
and cover my maybe cousin, like 3 or 4 people.
Uh-huh.
And then they would ask the man to choose who is the
Who's the right
Right.
I know his heart don't beat. Damn.
So okay, yeah. Ours is not kidnapping, but they can hide you in
the bush.
in the group of people and ask him to come find your bride.
Yeah.
So find your
it.
bride.
Yeah.
They say find your bride,
Mm.
but ours is not find your bride. They will just cover you,
Yeah.
cover your sisters or friends or people, and then ask your husband to identify you.
Spiritual. Now wow.
Oh yes. So they will say, "Come, is this your wife?" You open the face. No. The next one will come in. Is this your wife? No. Before they open, they will touch and feel to know if that's your wife. If you said the wrong one, then
Now what for you? Hey. Lucky man.
yeah. So that's a part of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
And our traditional marriage is very colorful.
Yes.
And I think I know about West African countries. They do pay the
Bride price. Bride price.
The men do pay bride price. This is Nigerian culture.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in the Western world, they would think, oh, is he buying you? Is he buying your life? No, it's not buying you. It's the culture that you're taking their child away, so you have to drop something like it.
Even if that granuts, cookies, something, you have to pay the bride price.
As a ceremony to
Yes.
show that at least you give us something for us to give you our child.
Right, not be for free.
So we also gonna highlight some of our African traditional wedding for you guys to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
And so Sudan, do you have anything more to elaborate on Sudan?
I mean, aside from Sudan, in West Africa, period, that wealth is measured by the cows you have, by the amount of, if you get 5 cows, you're a broke man. If you get 200-300 cows, okay, you get something.
Mm-hmm.
You have 1K cow, 1,000 cows, 2,000 cows.
In Sudan?
That's Sudan, Algeria, West Africa, Senegal, Nigeria, all of them.
No, Nigerians don't do that.
Ah.
No. I think the Igbos. Yes, the Igbos, they demand more.
Yeah, they if you don't get cow or some type of cattle like that.
No, it's not a matter of cow. The Igbos, they demand, the parents, they demand a lot. They demand a lot, yes. The Igbos, they demand basins of cloth. They demand cow or goat. They demand basins of yam.
Yes, or
foodstuff,
Yeah.
and this and blah, a lot.
yeah.
The Igbos, they go all out for bride.
Ibukwenu.
But the Delta States, that's not much. The Delta States, it's just the bride price. The only place you're gonna spend money is the ceremonial. During the ceremonial, they would invite musicians, dancers, depending on how much you want to spend.
Yeah.
Dancers, traditional dancers, drink and food, not much.
Okay.
But other states, they go all out. And Yorubas,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That's a whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
They close the whole street. Yoruba will close the whole street to celebrate.
I've been to some of them.
Oh my gosh.
2 days sometimes, just straight.
They love to celebrate. And I like it. It's colorful.
Hi.
It's colorful.
Yeah.
So, elaborating on culture. European culture. There's something I like about European culture. It's like the African people. We know how to live life. I don't know about other African countries, but I'm talking specifically about Nigeria, Ghana, or people from the West African country. We love life. We like to enjoy our life.
We love life.
And because of that, we're so spoiled that we don't even know the value of money.
How much is money?
Nigerians don't know the value of money.
How much is money?
They spend as they earn. They earn, they spend.
They spend. We like spend.
They spend money.
Yeah.
Free hands. If they have,
Take it.
it's free hand.
How much is money again?
You see, this is it's a culture. When I came here, when I moved to America, I learned how to manage money. But I'm still an African. If I have, I give. If I don't have, I cannot push, of course. But we Nigerians, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
It's part of the culture. So each state in Nigeria has different. We all have culture, but we also have different culture because of the dialect. Each dialect have different culture. Their culture is not the same like Delta State culture, Lagos State culture is not the same like Oyo State culture. Oyo State, yeah, because they're all Yorubas. But Delta State is totally different.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is education. Education is very important
Very.
to Nigerians, to Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Without education, it's like competition within the family.
Who's the smartest?
Yes, who is the smartest? That is our culture.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other, apart from Sudan? Do you have
So,
any other-
where is that one? In who's the one to the left of us? Was that Senegal? You know they love. Well, really, all of West Africa, but Senegalese people, they love their potteries, their clay.
Oh, they're very good. Yeah.
I'm talking about clay. Yeah, huh? They can make pots like a lot of me. Ah,
we have that in Nigeria.
yeah.
Yeah, in most African countries, we have all that. We have graphic paintings, we have clay, designs.
Stone etchings, all of
Yes.
these things.
We have all Africa. I think I have all African countries. Have that.
Yeah.
We have everything. Like they are very creative
Mm-hmm.
with art and everything, paintings. You know, so it's part of our culture.
Yeah.
So is there any other country we have to discuss about?
The list goes on and on and on and on. I was reading about something the other day.
Yeah.
You know that in Kenya, people live with animals. They live with animals. I'm talking about Oya Kachifo, Oya Lion. Yeah.
Coming. But that's in Dubai.
Live with animals.
Oh, really? That's in Dubai. They do that in Dubai.
So they stole that one from Kenya.
I don't know, but I know the people from the Emirates. They all have animals as pets. They have lions and big cats. and
One animal I will not live with is a snake. Nope.
I can't live with snakes. I lived with I lived with snake once.
Hey,
Yes,
never.
when I was younger.
I will have to eat it.
Well, in my 20s, I was dating this guy who had a snake in the house.
Hey, I will have to chop. I go chop out.
In Port Harcourt.
No way.
He had a snake. We had a cage. He had a cage, and the snake is inside the cage.
Oh, you never bring them out.
No, he used to bring him.
I ain't the Chris.
I'm telling you, snake has no blood.
No soul.
It's as cold as ice.
Ice.
If you touch snake is cold.
Ah,
Cold, like
no soul.
Like you just bring in the snake from the refrigerator.
My devil be that.
So, so the first time when I started dating him, I was so scared. I was scared. I said, the snake can come out.
What if it comes out?
This is in a glass case. Came from. I said, God, how about if this snake come out of this place? What's gonna happen? But it never happened. And we used to feed the snake with the chicken, baby chicken.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Nice
Yeah.
one.
That's all they eat. That's how I watch snake. How they eat. They strangle.
Yeah, they strangle them.
They strangle the animals or whatever they want to eat first.
No way. Yeah, hell no.
Before they swallow.
No way.
They swallow.
No, just
They don't chew. They swallow.
That kind. Hey. No, not
Yeah.
for me. Oh.
Yeah.
If I see snake now, I have no choice but to just eat it. That's the only thing I know how to do. That's the only thing I know how
How
to
can you eat snake?
do. I didn't
tried
get snake.
it? Have you eaten it before?
That's the only way I'll know it's dead.
It was.
Because if I have to eat it. If it's dead, I know it's dead. If it's in my stomach, it's
Some people they sell snake in Nigeria.
I'm not surprised.
I can't.
I will. Awilo has snake in his one video.
I can't eat snake. I
Why?
can't. They sell it as a delicacy in Nigeria.
Yeah. No
See,
way.
When we were younger, me and my siblings,
Mm-hmm.
we lived in my village. We lived in a 9-acre property.
Ah,
We had every animal you can think of.
everyone.
I'm not kidding.
Bear.
We had deer.
Okay.
We had antelope.
Okay.
We had sheep. We have cats.
Mhm.
We have more than 15 dogs.
Mm.
We have goats.
Goat. I love goats.
We have ram.
Yeah, I love
We
goats.
have
Suya.
we have ram, sheep. We have duck,
Yeah.
and we used to rear them. It's my
Mm.
stepmom. My stepmom used to work in the zoo,
Ah.
so she had all the animals in our compound.
Wow.
And we had 2 monkeys.
Nice.
We had 2 monkeys.
I like monkeys.
But when they grow old, they started becoming violent.
Ah, monkeys.
Yes, which one?
Ah, 'cause they're very strong though.
I have scars they give to me.
Ah.
And then we have parrots.
Oh, nice.
There's African parrots. I mean, you be in your room, somebody will be calling your name, you think your father is calling you. You go to your father and say, Dad, did you call me? No. Right. The parrot is
they
just,
mimic you.
it mimic your dad, your mom, your friends, everything.
Smart sister. I never sabi parrots. Or I don't know how they do it.
I love, you see, when you put them in the house, they pretend like they're not listening.
Mm.
As you're talking, the parrot's ears like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's listening to every word you say.
You know, funny. My mom used to have a parrot. Every time she's in the house, Namde, Namde. One time I came home, Namde. I said, Mommy, I don't hear anything. Mommy, are you home? I'm not home. I go down that parrot. Hey, you can't stop it. Mimic you.
The parrot will mimic you. I mean, I will run to my stepmom and yes, mom. I said, did you call me? I didn't call you.
No,
I
what
just
you talking about?
Parrot.
Mm.
And then we had snakes. We had snakes with 2 heads.
Just bring my fork and knife.
Oh my god.
Ah.
We had all kind of animals in our compound.
Wow.
Luckily, we survived it.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually survived it.
Wow.
So anyway, so our culture, it's a very brilliant one, very good one, nice, and I would like some Westerners to try and visit and discover the other part of the world.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Westerners in Nigeria. There's a lot of
Yeah, slowly they're coming.
Europeans. No, they've been there for a while. Some of them have been there for like 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you know anyone, let them tell you the history of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You will be surprised and shocked.
Oh yeah.
You know. So, talking about culture, can you elaborate a little bit about American culture?
Ha. Where? They say this is the land of the free. Free of culture. There's no culture here. I can't really elaborate on such this thing unless taxes. You have to pay your taxes.
That's American culture.
That's American culture.
Spend money, spend money, spend money, spend money.
Don't be like us, so
When you say spend money, it's not spending money on yourself.
no.
It's spend money to the government. Spend
Ha!
money to the government. They
Uncle.
use your money. They use your money for roads. They use your money for war. They use your money to pay other countries. They use your money to do everything. That's American culture.
Mm-mm.
Tax.
Walk.
You know, so and something I don't like about American culture is the educational system.
Yeah.
The educational system in America is zero.
They talk transgender, LGBT, this thing, ABC. They talk, they know the things that you really need in life. They know they teach you.
They don't talk about it. Yeah, they don't talk about it. The American culture is The education. I think maybe we'll talk about education. The education is under culture.
That's another kind
It
of.
should be another episode.
Yeah, so that's I would say that one for another episode.
Please comment and let us know if what we're doing is okay. And if you have anything to contribute to our conversation, just write it below and subscribe. Because when you subscribe, we're trying to sell our part to the other world that doesn't know us.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these countries, they're trying to bring back Jim Crow. They're trying to block black people.
Can you imagine?
They're trying to block anybody that is not their type, that doesn't look like them. So before they do that, we want to surface, showcase, and bring our culture into their culture, so they know that we can live without them no matter what.
Exactly.
Let's put it in their face so they understand that we are better than what they think. So please do subscribe, and if you want to be part of the show, subscribe. We have our number down there. You can call us and we can invite you on our Zoom invitation, so we can speak to you and you can be able to explain, have your own view. So I think today's episode is about culture. With time, we're going to be inviting people to talk about our culture. So if you have anything to say to us, let us know.
Yes.
The podcast is about everything and everything in Africa.
Anything. Everything.
Everything and anything.
I'm talking about anything and everything. Everything and anything.
We are also trying to educate other people who don't understand our culture. We're also trying to put a light on the Africans in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to shine a light on Nigerians in Texas.
Yes.
So that people will know that the Nigerian community here is grand, is big.
Howdy partner.
Nigerian community is big in Texas.
Yeah.
And this is the actual reason why I started this podcast, because I want to showcase Nigerians. I want to put a spotlight on Nigerians, just to let this Western world know that Nigerians are not just scammers, that Nigerians are educated. If not for the political bias or the political problem we have in Africa, which they have here also, no Nigerians would love to be here. So for them looking down or taking advantage of our color to treat us the way they treat the black Americans,
Melanie.
we are not what they think we are. They can't bring us down.
It's impossible.
So Nigerians in Texas, I would also advise you to please subscribe on our program, because you are the reason why we're having this podcast.
Yeehaw.
We're trying to showcase you and make the world know that our community is grand in this country. We are not just the face you see outside and then label us like any other people in this world. So I would like you people to please, if you want to be a member or if you want to be a part of our show, subscribe and write us, and we can call you on our Zoom meeting to have your opinion. And I hope this episode is something that will help you to help us to help you, and let's all come together as one and make this happen,
Right.
because this is going to be great for our culture, because this is also going to lead lead us into so many stuff that we will shine and people will start to recognize Nigerians in America.
Mm-hmm.
So with your help, this can happen. Let's forget our cultural difference from being Hausa or Igbo or Yoruba. We are one.
Preach, auntie. Preach.
We are one. Doesn't matter. We come from the same place. We are
Mhm.
one. So no matter where you come from in Nigeria, please subscribe and help us build this podcast and put Nigeria in the spotlight. America is so big that people don't even know that we Nigerians, how powerful we can be, how educated we are, how hardworking we are, what we can do to support the country.
Yeah.
We're hidden. We're behind closed doors. The only way people know us is when you introduce yourself. Oh, where are you from? I'm a Nigerian. Oh, you have a lot of Nigerians in Texas? Yeah, we do. But where are they? Do you know what they're doing? Do you know where they are? No. So this podcast is not about me. It's not about Peter. It's about all of us. It's high time we let the world know that we have substance. And the only way we can do this is we all come together and prove to them that we have substance. We're not a shithole country.
No way.
We have class, we have personality, we're educated, and we're all entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm. Luxury even pass anywhere, in fact. So
you have anything to contribute to this?
I mean, to all of our viewers, I think that we can appreciate you more. It's you that makes us, because it's us that make all of us.
Exactly.
So, I think this concludes such an episode. Am I wrong?
No, you're very right. So thank you for listening to us. We hope you understand and bear with us and share with us and celebrate with us that we're trying to put our country on the map, and join us for our next episode. We're going to be inviting some of our guests to speak on all these episodes with time. So I would like to thank you for listening to Everything and Anything About Africa. I'm your host, Keeper, and my co-host, Peter.
Hey!
I salute you.
We salute you.
Salute you. Make una subscribe. Oh, now we are trying to do something good here.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be great when everything comes together, and we're all gonna be happy and and celebrate. So thank you everyone for watching and listening. We'll see you in our next episode. Thank you. Bye bye.
Kachifo.
Kachifo. Nagode. Odabo.
Yeah. My baby, my Valentine.